welcome back to the Willis Podcast. How you guys doing this evening on this wonderful Wednesday, I would say. But it wasn't so wonderful. But hey, every day of learning is wonderful anyway. You know, it gives you a chance to correct it the next day. Lord willing, God willing, God elevating, internal, external, throughout the ether with the ancestors, as my boy Sean would say. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, check this out. This show is going to be um, a real dose of reality for America because the show is called America is on a Collision Course Show. Yeah. Why? Because America has a well. Let's scale it back. America has a real problem with reality. I'll drink some water. A lot of water I've been drinking today. Let's stop getting cups. Shit. Anyway, yeah. America has a problem with reality. That's the first moment. America's problem with dealing with real reality. America also has a problem with transparency. Always have. America's always had a problem with trespassing. You know, America has always had a problem with intervening, interjecting, and superseding the wants and needs of the people. This ain't just started. It even goes on with the Democratic Party as well. Look at Joe Biden. You give Asians a crime bill, but blacks has been in this country longer than you, and we can't get a crime bill. See, things like that are just, you're just so despicable with your words and your means and how you mean and what you say with things. Yeah. See, the problem is everything is your fault, even though you're going to try to fix it. I understand you're going to try your best to fix this situation, but you got to come up off your bullshit too. That's the whole problem. You sell a lot of shit with the Democratic Party. Just like Trump be selling shit. You sell false dreams, hopes, and shit like that. And that's what y'all carry on. Y'all carry on with the bullshit too. So that's why when you get abandoned by the indigenous Black American class of people, the American Indian class of people, we're going to abandon you. You know, it's not the fact that we're going to jump or go to anyone else. You're just going to get abandoned because you're dishonest and you're disingenuous. That's the damn problem. So you have a problem with reality because you never want to face up to any of the things that you have actually done, any of the claims that we have told you over and over again, what can propel this country forward. And we have, in some form, have told you, it would have to be restitution. It would have to be restitution. A lot of people like reparations. Yeah, restitution. Things have to be restored. See, that's what happens when you got a greedy class of people that say, I'm not gonna be poor. I'm gonna get in the business of taking too. You see what I'm saying? So everything that's being done now is just a gross version of what has already been done and what has always been done with you people in charge. The dominant society. You don't know how to do nothing else but dominate and take. And then when it's done to a disgusting level like this, you feel as if, oh my God, you see how wrong this is? Shit. How wrong does it have to be? How grotesque does it have to get? Now it affects you. So now it's even more gross. Oh my God, I can feel it now. But when you didn't trust no one when it was applicable to one group of people or a group of people what if it was applicable to everybody? You just was so blind by what you really felt about yourself and what your race and how your likeness is, and you felt you got blind by that. Yeah, real bad. As a matter of fact, it's some guy left a comment talking about Endorf he had a problem with that. I'm like, damn, man, I just gave you a rundown. You read it, you seen a clip, but then watch the whole show. See, this is what happens when you see some of my clips. People can run with my little clips, right? But run with the damn clips if you want to. I don't give a shit. Run with them, but you got to come back and watch the show if you think you can quote me. Make sense? Does that make sense to your little old silly asses? Man, that's crazy. You think you can get a tid piece of 30-second information and yeah. Come on and watch the goddamn show then. So you can really understand what the hell I'm talking about besides paraphrasing and then running on with a clip by not making the connections properly. You tell on yourself. Slow. Anyway, let's get to the next whoop moment. See, the problem is America has no problem with wrongdoings. Never have, but now again, it's perverted and it's extreme. As long as the wrongdoings was controlled, you're okay with that. You're okay with what's palatable to you. As long as you can harm black people, melanated people, indigenous, aboriginals. As long as you can harm us, well, that's the status quo, you know? But as soon as the effects of what you have done to us, everybody can feel it. And why everybody can feel it? Because, well, some people are a little fragile than others. And they ain't gonna be treated, they ain't gonna stand for that shit. They ain't gonna stand to be treated like you treat black people. But see, when you're smart and have dignity in yourself, talking to black people, they can't treat you like that. They can, but you can treat them like that too. And they don't like that either. So that's why it's always good to be a decent person. Decency should be at the highest order, especially at this point in time. If you want to show yourself to be a good person, oh, it's easy. Be decent. The reason why your children, I'm we got a third grader. Y'all know when you got kids, these schools, you have to get your kid back in order, make them understand the order of operations. You see what I'm saying? So that has everything to do with how people start off with their wrongdoings. See, when you're in school and when you're impressionable and you lose interest in your education at school, you start hanging with the wrong people. Y'all know who y'all is. You know what I'm saying? You didn't take education that seriously. At some point, you will if you got a parent like me, anyway, or like my wife. You're going to take some shit seriously. But at the end of the day, the problem is people reward bad behavior. They reward it. We don't. We correct. And that's the problem with a lot of adults. They have never been raised properly. That's the problem with the multitude of adults out here right now. You didn't have good parents. Your parents were shitty. They let you do shit you weren't supposed to do. And you felt like you liked it. Because it was cute, wasn't it? And your ass still doing it as an adult. But your parents let you get away with that shit. And that's why you're fucked up now. At some point in time, you will be held accountable for your fucked up ways. They will come back to tear your ass up. Even mine come back to tear my ass up, and I got an 8-year-old daughter. I can be accountable. Isn't that fair? My shit come back and get me, but you know what? At least I'm familiar, so I know how to correct it. Because it can't keep going. That's how you tear them generational courses the fuck apart. You have to get rid of that shit. You have to tear it apart. Because the thing is, if you don't get to the root of that specific equation, it will root your ass up too. You'll be stuck with a root up your ass. Don't know how I got there. Oh, yeah. Your child killing you because you don't know how to correct them and tell them the truth. You have to show them what they know and what they don't know. You parents that think the kid's supposed to be raised by the schools, no, you're supposed to raise your own goddamn kids. They go there to learn. They don't go there to make friends. They don't go to that damn schoolhouse to fellowship all goddamn day and interrupt the teacher. They go there to get that education. Or some people do homeschooling to get the best out of their kids. I think that is the best option, to be quite honest with you. But My child doesn't have brothers and sisters. And that would be torturous for her to not have a social life and to be up like, and so it's a sacrifice that has to be made in some aspects because we understand those things. But since she was in kindergarten, she was excited about school. But now it's getting difficult. We have to understand how to pull together and make her understand the importance of her abilities and her capabilities at that. Capabilities. She has the abilities and capabilities. But sometimes some kids get a little confused in understanding how to apply. So that's where you get the parents that come in at, the reinforcers. So therefore, we understand how to make her interact properly to get what she get the most out of what that schoolhouse is trying to provide, so that we have to do the rest. We understand that, but I'll be damned if you're not gonna go there and do your best. That's a no-fly zone, pimping. That ain't gonna never happen. That's your job, my daughter. Anyway, let's get to the next what moment. We know America's in fucking shambles. But how far can this shit go on? How far can this shit go? I mean, how far they're gonna stretch this bullshit out here? You got people that are unemployed because of stupidity, foolishness, reckless, childish behavior from old children. I can't call them adults. They don't even deserve the right to be called adults when they act worse than my goddamn child. Those are not, they've never been raised properly. I told you, when you was raised fucked up, it show up. Ain't nobody never tell you the shit you doing was fucked up because you thought you had some inalienable rights to be a fucked up human being. You are heartless, cruel bastards is what y'all is. Wicked. Stupid. Shit. All applicable. It's ridiculous. I've never seen a bunch of fucking sycophants and fucking sociopaths rubbing each other dicks and squeezing each other asses. That's what the Republican Party do and the Democratic Party do the same goddamn thing. Y'all just want attention. Look at us. Y'all better fight like hell if you really want your fucking shit back. And you got to do one thing: capitulate to us, the indigenous black. You got to come and ask us what we want. Come on, that's what you got to do if you ever want a chance. But you too prideful to do that kind of shit. You too prideful. You too full of yourself. We're gonna get you. Ain't done shit. But run your goddamn mouth. Let this man tab the goddamn White House. And y'all just sit back and let him do it too. Y'all, yeah, that's what y'all do. Yeah, you can admit it. That's because y'all just as fucked up. I'm sorry. You get no love, no props, whatever. Do something courageous. Shit, be a hero. I ain't in politics. So I don't even give a damn. I'm just trying to give you some advice. You suck. Anyway, all you Democrats, you just suck. You run this country to the goddamn toilet because you're too stupid and ignorant to know how to fix anything. You just jump over each other's nuts and pinch each other's whatever else. You know, I ain't gonna be too graphic because they like to ban people and shit on here. But anyway, oh man, we can't let this shit keep going on. We can't let it go on. But while it's going on, we have to have a solution, right? So we have to create a safe mental space for yourself. Yourself. You have to create a safe mental space for yourself so that we can get through these rigorous times. Grocery bills high as fuck. Never pay this month of goddamn groceries, man. Have to literally budget for groceries before anything. Well, bills and groceries. That's how we live in pimp. Yeah, I do well, but goddamn. Grocery bill, you have 30 items, $250. Easy. Shit crazy. $250 for 30 items. This is wow. This is $80. This is $75, $80 at the most. This $50? For real? Not down with the bullshit we buy now, man. Ooh, man, the price of beef is high as all hell, man. This shit crazy. So we really have to create a strong mental space for yourself. Everybody ain't rich. Rich people ain't affected by this, but they know we ain't lying about these prices of groceries. Hell, these goddamn they got what you call that whole food prices or whatever that the goddamn Piggly Wiggly products. You know what I'm saying? This is not even the best we paying. We trying to pay for the best and buy the best, but God, boy, I tell you, everything is expensive to carry on through and day to day. But we have to hunker down and we have to appreciate the little things at times. Sometimes you have to appreciate each other. You know what I'm saying? You have to do those things. So at the end of the day, when you going through hard times, at least you have made so many damn enemies to where, you know, you're unpalatable. Don't nobody want to deal with you. Nobody wants to even associate with you because you're too goddamn cruel. You see what I'm saying? So now everybody needs some shit hard, so people want somebody to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Shit hard, so somebody want a shoulder to cry on, something like that. I tell you what we have to do. We have to be there for each other in a multitude of ways, especially because you don't know how fragile some people's mental health is. You don't want to lose your loved ones. It's a whole lot of people that I've lost in this past couple of months. Shit getting real, man. I'm losing people in my family, older, younger. I got friends of mine that have lost friends and people that are younger than them, man. These are serious times, and mental health is extremely fragile. So when you're in traffic, I know you get a little upset, but pause. You know what I'm saying? Calm down a little bit, man. Take your ego out of the equation at these point in time. These are fragile times. People are suffering from mental stress, and it's at its very high. People are losing their jobs. People are working for free. You don't know what kind of days people are having and what kind of life they was accustomed to. Some people like they go to their kids' recitals and have a normal life and want to. You know how you have always had it. You got to tell your child you ain't got it, and you have to help them understand how you gotta you gotta hunker down, and we can't afford that right now. You might have to put a couple of items back. At one point in time, that was you felt shame by doing that. But at this point in time, everybody like, shit, I feel you. We ain't time for that right now. So I promise you, I really do understand what everybody going through because we going through this shit together. So anybody that's on this on any podcast, man, we have to discuss these things because this is how we can formulate the possible aspects of maneuvering around these equations because we're we come with resolution. We resolve things, and we have to do that by pulling together as people, business owners. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on coupons right now to make sure I can goddamn cut my prices, and you know what I'm saying. So if I got them real supporters out there that want to buy some, I want to at least give you 20% off. Something like that when you go to the wheelthispodcast.com and purchase the items, download the app, and all that good stuff. I want to at least give you 20% off on your purchases and things of that nature because I think it's just rough on people, man. And negotiating and all these rough ass times. Some people doing better than others. For those that you're doing a little it's tough for you, man. You got to keep all your ducats. You know what I'm saying? I just appreciate your views. I promise you I do. I appreciate your subscriptions. I appreciate you subscribing. I appreciate you even taking the time to watch the Will This podcast. I'm so grateful for you, and I'm grateful for that specifically. It means a lot. It means everything. But at the same time, when you're trying to have a business and run a business, those that are doing well, hey, if you're doing well, you can look out for your boy. Appreciate you. You know, we all can help and assist with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always good to give back. It's always good to, you know, It's always good to assure people that you got them, or that you can look out for them, and that you can take care of them, or that you can show some selflessness. It's always good to be selfless when you can. It's always good to pay a little bit forward when you can. Everybody ain't churchgoers, but you can take time out to recognize somebody in need and appreciate somebody in need, because you can. And if you have a solution that you can help them out, whether you give them a couple of dollars or take your time out, assist them with your time, communicate with them, talk to them. I promise it don't take that much. I promise you it won't take that much time out your day. But to do a good deed, it's a good thing for you too. Always be practice some form of selflessness. Let's get on to the next book moment. Because I just wanted you to understand about how to create a safe mental space for yourself. It is very important to create a safe mental space for yourself so that you can at least be selfless. Those type of the energies and those are the type of characteristics that will get us through these trying times. I'm just trying to tell you. So the next what moment is grow your inner peace with yourself. Yeah. It's time to stop all the judgment. It's time to start working on your internals. You know what I'm saying? Working on your internals. It's time to stop pointing the finger and start pointing the finger. Fix and control what you can fix and control within. Once you do that, you'll have a better perspective. Your aura, your energies will be better when it comes out, because you're no longer judging. You're no longer practicing these specific prejudices. You know what I'm saying? You start to see things anew. It's more applicable. You're actually more acceptable to what people have to say. Your tolerance raises, and you become more open and more perceptive. So you are in control of these things. You just have to get that bullshit up out of you, that wicked little that thing that make you think you just so that, and you ain't that, because somebody can easily go knock your little ass down somewhere. I like to do it. Yeah, because I'm genuine. So when you come at me, you just watch that shit, man. But I'm just saying, man, grow your inner peace so where you ain't even thinking about attacking. You want to exchange genuinely and properly with people so that, the reward is better. Exchanging is rewarding each other with knowledge and pleasures, presence, and leaving something to appease, grow on, something that's a gesture of nice kindness. It feels better, and also you have that person's gonna remember that too. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good to grow your inner peace so that comes out and smells uh good, and it has a good aroma to it. You know what I'm saying? So when you got a fresh way about yourself, good aroma, your presence, your energy is vibrant. You're able to distribute that properly and better for people. It's more applicable. Yeah, for real. All right. So the last whip moment: exchange with persons properly. A lot of us, a lot of people do a lot of assuming. I am so careful about not making assumptions. But with exchanging with persons properly, you can teach people how to treat you and expect them to do the same. Because if you don't teach people how to treat you, they'll treat you how they want to treat your ass. You know what I'm saying? So you have to say, no, I'm not, no, don't do that. That's not how that's supposed to go. And people are funny. They have a God complex, so they feel like, well, I can just keep pressing you, and you won't even notice it. A teak. Like, man, I see everything your stupid, raggedy ass do. I just don't even have to respond to you. You know what I'm saying? Treat them like ain't nothing. Yeah, whatever. See, some people need to get checked, and the best checking medicine is they don't exist. They don't even exist. They can't even be affected. You can't even be affected by it because everything they say is just like, oh, shut the fuck up. Who cares, man? I don't give a fuck. You live a better life that way. It's less stress. So it's fulfilling too. To just tell the motherfucker to bug off. I don't give a shit what you're talking about. I'm good. It's low maintenance. That means you don't have to deal with them at all, and they know that you don't have very much respect, or you ain't got nothing for them. No goddamn respect, none. You just like, if you stay away from me, you stay your ass over there, I'm gonna stay my ass over here. But it's like that. But anyway, that's the show tonight, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to the podcast. What time is it? Yeah, I'll be doing a show tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I had to give myself a break yesterday simply because it's one of them days. One of them days. But that's the show. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I will be back on tomorrow. I might give you 2 tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned. I'll be planning and scheduling out in advance because I got a couple of shows I want to do with you. Tomorrow is Thursday, so I will be doing one show with AE and one show Dolo. That's how it's gonna go. But it's Willis Podcast. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and don't forget to understand one thing. You know what it is, my favorite part. The wheel is yours. Don't ever forget that shit.